welcome to Ali B's Kitchen. Ever since traveling to Italy a few years ago, I fell in love with Italian cuisine. The only drawback being that those classic dishes that we all love are very heavy and full of calories. I don't think you should ever deprive yourself when it comes to food, so for this reason, I've updated some of the classics with a healthy twist to make them a little bit lighter so you can enjoy your favorite dishes every day guilt-free. Today I'm going to share with you my updated version of eggplant parmesan. We all know that the classic eggplant parmesan consists of slices of eggplant dredged in eggs, flour, and breadcrumbs, which are then deep fried, topped with lots of mozzarella, marinara, and then all set on a bed of linguine. For my version, I've streamlined this recipe to make it a little bit healthier, but still maintain all those classic flavors. So let's get started. Here I have some baby eggplants. Baby eggplants are just a smaller version of the regular eggplant. If they're available in your grocery store, I would pick them up. They tend to be a little bit sweeter. One thing you definitely need to know about eggplants is that they can be a little bitter. So a great thing to do before making any dish that incorporates eggplant is to weep the eggplant. Weeping consists of slicing eggplant. I like to do about 1-inch slices, and then putting them into a colander and lightly salting them. You let them rest for about 20 minutes, and all the water that's held inside of the eggplant that's making it bitter is going to drain out, and you're going to be left with just the good stuff. So as you can see, I've already weeped my eggplant, so we're ready to go. So I have a few 1-inch slices here, and then I'm going to just take one and dip it into some egg whites. So I'm skipping on the egg yolks today in order to save on some calories and some cholesterol. I'm just gonna press this into some grated Parmesan. So we're gonna skip the flour, skip the breadcrumbs, go with a carb-free version that's gonna give us the same crispy, brown, yummy results. So you just wanna shake off the excess cheese here and then place it onto a cookie sheet. So once you have all of your eggplant on your cookie sheet, you wanna grab the cookie sheet and place it into a preheated oven at 400 degrees. So we're gonna leave those in there for about 10 minutes. You wanna flip them about halfway through so that way each side gets nice and crispy and brown. Next, we're gonna grab our marinara. If you have a favorite canned marinara, I suggest you use it. Personally, I like to make my own homemade marinara, freeze it, and then use it for later. I just defrosted some marinara that I made that I had in the freezer, so I'm ready to go. I'm just gonna take this and put it into a small saucepan, heat it over medium-high heat until it comes to a little boil. So by now our eggplant should be ready, so let's take a peek, see how they look. And they're perfect, golden brown. So we'll take them out. They're nice and crispy. The great thing about this dish is that the crispiness of the outside of the eggplant contrasts with the creaminess of the eggplant in the middle, and it's just a really great snack even to eat on its own. So from here, I'm just gonna leave these right here and grab my marinara. We just wanna spoon a little bit of the marinara onto each of our eggplant slices. This is why I like my marinara a little bit chunkier here, so that way it really stays on top. So, to finish off our plate, we're just gonna grab a little bit of mozzarella and cut this into some thin slices and place one little slice on top of each eggplant stack. When using cheese in a recipe, mozzarella is a great choice. The creaminess makes a great contrast to any dish, and it also fills you up and makes you feel very satisfied. And then we're just gonna place this back into the oven for just 2 minutes to make sure that the cheese melts, and we'll be ready to go. So as our eggplant stacks are starting to melt in the oven, we're gonna get started on our counterpart to our dish. Instead of going with linguine today, we're gonna go with a little antioxidant-rich broccoli rabe. An Italian staple, it's low in calories, and it's really a great addition to this dish because it's got a little bit of a bite, and it's nice and crunchy, so it'll contrast great with the creaminess of the cheese and the eggplant and the sweetness of the marinara. If you blanch your broccoli rabe ahead of time, you're only going to have to cook it on the stove top for maybe a minute or two just to heat it through and infuse the flavors. When you blanch it, make sure that you only blanch it for a minute or two or you're going to end up with soggy broccoli rabe, which is never fun. So this is almost done. And then to finish off our broccoli rabe, I just want to add a little bit of crushed red pepper flakes. A great addition, it adds a little bit of heat and will also be a great contrast to our sweet marinara and our creamy cheese. So we've got our broccoli rabe all finished. I believe that our eggplant should be just about melted now. They look good. So we're going to take these out, and now it's time to plate. I'm going to grab a little bit of broccoli rabe, add it to our dish. Grab one of our slices here of eggplant. Add it on right like that. And I've done a little chiffonade on some nice fresh basil to give that dish a little freshness. And I think we are ready for a taste. See how we did. I want to get a bite of everything here. Great. Same classic flavors, but you can enjoy it guilt-free. Thank you again for joining me. Hope you check out some of my upcoming videos, and I'll see you soon. Ciao.